What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Scale News Update. If you're not familiar with the show, this is where we talk about the news topics that happened in the scale world of RC over the past week. It is the week after Thanksgiving. December is here. How will this year end for the scale world? I'm interested to see. But if you enjoy the Scale News Update regularly, hit the like button and let's jump into this week's topics. First for this week, HPI is teasing a new venture. Maybe? They posted up a video, which I've got playing here above me, and I've brightened and lightened it up as much as I can because it's a very, teaser-esque, super dark, but you can kind of see as the light is going across things, like it's just somebody with their cell phone going like this. Because it's not super smooth, you can see the reflection at times. And there's a few things about this teaser that are kind of making me think. For one, my biggest thing, well, first of all, you can tell it's a Toyota. They show that it's Toyota. They're not hiding that at all. It's 80s style. I think the Marty McFly version kind of seems like in there. There's a few angles where you can see down. It appears that it's a Lexan body. You can kind of see through the fender well. You can see some electronics. It doesn't appear that it's the exact same configuration as the previous one, just from the little angles. I've kind of gone through it frame by frame to see if there's anything specifically that I could grab. But it just looks like it is different in general. However, some of the other different things that make me, is that when they're showing the side profile and they show one of the front wheels, the wheel to tire proportion on it looks as if it is a pretty small tire. Hi, Chief. A pretty small tire. When you see that wheel to tire proportion, it makes me think that it's a pretty small tire overall. The wheel isn't all that small though, so it's making me feel like this is probably something in a small-ish scale, but not 1/24 scale. It just doesn't look like the same proportion as you would see in a traditional 1.9 trail truck, unless it was a really small tire, like a 385 or somewhere in there. So I don't know yet. You'll see. Also, when you're looking at the front grille, the size of the LED glowing spots looks like the LED is pretty large, and that's just typically not something that you see in the LED light kits. So that makes me think that they're the same size as normal, but the rest of the truck is smaller. But we're going to see on December 9th the release of this. So I'm filming this on the 2nd, so we've got about a week, but that also means that we're probably going to not actually see it on next week's Scale News. You're going to see it later that day. But we'll see exactly what that is going to be. HPI has not killed it in the venture space up to this point, at any point really. They had the original venture with the FJ Cruiser body on it, then they released a different body on it here more recently, which was not great. Or was that a year ago? It was actually, I think I saw that at NERSA last year. So yeah, just some kind of forgettable releases with that in general, but maybe this one will be different. Let's wait and find out. Now, also from HPI is this Maverick DOHA 1/20th scale RTR. Now, Maverick it's kind of like another line of HPI, a lower cost, things like that. They've got a number of different vehicles, but this one specifically is kind of cool. I've actually got to see this in person, and I actually got to drive it a little bit as well. It's a desert, inspired truck, cage and body on it, lights. Surprisingly quick and kind of fun to drive at a wildly low cost. This thing is begging to be Christmas gifts. The retail cost on this is $60, and it comes with battery, charger, everything. It's a little bit bigger than, it's a 1/20th scales. It is a little bit larger, but it's kind of a really good inside size. It's gonna be okay in dirt and things like that. Not gonna do grass, whatnot, pavement, driveway stuff, also great. This thing's just a $60. You can get it for everybody in your house. I only got to drive it for a couple of minutes, but I was impressed. So I think that this thing will be a winner, especially at $60. Not that it's going to be a forever vehicle or the... Chief wants one. But this thing's pretty cool. I like the style. I like what they did in general. Is it something I would need for myself? Probably not, but is it something that I would definitely see as a gift option? Absolutely yes. A couple of weeks back, we talked about John Schultz leaving Team Associated, where he had been for quite some time, since before the release of Element as a brand. And John had announced his departure and just didn't tell us exactly where he was going until today, or Monday, when I'm filming this. And John's going to HRP, which is Hobby Recreation Products. They're one of the oldest distributors still operating in our space. If you've got a local hobby shop, they almost definitely work with or order from HRP. They carry a huge list of brands. They've got a bunch of house brands as well. And it's good to see John head there. He's got a huge line of brands and things like that he can rep from there, assuming that that's the position that he's going to be in. I don't 100% know that, but looking forward to seeing his future there. They're not a place that you normally order from direct. Like I said, they're more of a distributor, and their website, a little unfortunate. It's HRP dealer, but I'm just saying you wouldn't want to have it on a license plate. And speaking of Team Associated, guess what they released? Another version of an RC10. They're trying to keep just going after that one thing that has worked. I don't know. I don't know if that's just the one thing that continues to kind of work, or the one thing that they can do without much investment or tooling, things like that. I did see the Facebook post for this, and a lot of people saying that this is also not a accurate release. This is the Team Car edition, or they call it Team Car Gold edition. But from what I've read in basically all of the comments under the release of this, is that these cars were a black chassis when they were released. The Team Car was a black chassis. So I don't know why. It's just interesting to, it's not something scale. We don't normally cover a lot of this, but we've just been watching a lot of what Team Associated has been doing over the last, and this is just another one that in the comments as well, people are just like, who's making these decisions? Like, what's going on? I think that's just what a lot of us are wondering as we continue to watch these releases. So if you're an old school Team Associated or vintage RC guy, and you've got a little bit of insight onto what those comments were talking about, I'd love to hear your input. Let me know if that is accurate, or if there was another version that people just don't remember quite as well. Do you remember? Okay. Speaking of remembering, did you remember to sign up for channel membership? Because that's available. Segways, love it. How do you feel about that one, Chief? Channel membership helps support the channel a little bit extra. You see more of Chief. You see as much of Chief as you'd like to see. Anyway, helps support the channel a little bit extra. You get some additional videos like, what do we call it? After News Delight, which is an extension of this show where we go back over the news topics, talk about a little bit more in depth. Then you have other member videos as well, and you get to see videos early, like the scale news the night before. But if you're interested in that, there's information down below. Chief will be there as well. If you work for an RC company and like to see some of your products on the Scale News Update, you can send me an email to news@harleydesigns.com. Include a photo, the copy that you would like in there, and a link to the product on your website. And then I'll take a look at that, try and get it in the Scale News. This Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, live stream takeover. Last week, I was actually down in Texas for a quick family trip for Thanksgiving. So I didn't end up actually getting to do the Christmas shopping list that Matt and I typically do. So we're going to do that this week instead. Matt and I are going to put together lists of 5 items under $100 and 5 items over, and make sure, try and steal them from each other, see who can come up with the best list. But come check that out. Live stream takeover every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Nicole flies home tonight, if you couldn't tell. Next, I saw these pop up on A-Main. They're not a sponsor. They just gave me a free t-shirt. But new axles from Treal. These are for the SCX10 Pro, or the SCX Pro. And what was interesting about these is that Treal went through and deleted the style that Axial had originally used with the tubes. The tubes were kind of like the biggest downfall of the axles in that vehicle. That center section just got weak, and even if you went to another, an aluminum center section, things could just get loose and wiggle around. So Treal has just deleted that and combined the tubes and center section and made some one-piece axles, front and rear versions of these. So if you've got an SCX Pro that you're trying to fix an issue with or something along those lines, you can find those up on the site now. This week, Carisma posted up that they've now got the Mark 1 Pajero body. This is for a 12.3-inch wheelbase, available in a clear body set with that Mark 1 style grille included in that. This isn't an often leveraged body set or style. The Carisma platform you don't see a ton of here in the US at least. So you just don't see that body used a ton. So if you've got a project that you think that might look good on, this is an option, like, again, underutilized, and I think it could look pretty good with some trimming and setting on a nice capable platform. Could be a good option for you. So you can check that out. I believe that HRP carries Carisma. So ask your local hobby shop, or you can order direct from them, but they are in the UK, so sometimes shipping can be a pain, but maybe ask your local dealer if they're going to carry it. If you're watching this video on the day it comes out, Tuesday, then make sure and check the Vanquish live stream out at 3 p.m. Pacific for another fun week of announcements, call it. So check that out. It'll be a good one. And then I'm filming this on Monday, Cyber Monday. Used to be the day where, there was like the Black Friday version of sales that you could get online, but that's all changed. Now Black Friday happens for 4 weeks before, and then Cyber Monday is for the next 4 weeks. It's just one big blur of just like, just buy it whenever you want. Sometimes there's deals. Last week we had, we kind of went over a bunch of those crazy things that Horizon had posted up. They've got some more. They've taken, or a lot of those really good deals or, really interesting deals on their massive markdown stuff have sold out or gone. But they still have some new ones that popped up for Cyber Week. They're putting the tag on there for. There was a few notable ones on the Axial side of things, or things specifically that would apply to us. The AX24 is down to $99, which is a, like 50, like what's that? 40, 30 some odd % markdown. The SCX24 Deadbolt is like $69. So a huge drop down on that. A pretty inexpensive SCX24 if you're looking for other gift ideas. And then one that happens quite a bit, the SCX6 Honcho. That thing is $250 off, so it's $849. Again, the SCX6s and SCX6 accessories just they're on sale a lot. So it just always makes me concerned about that market. But $849 isn't a super rare price to see that at, but if you're thinking about wanting to pick up a really big, hard to hide present, then that could be one of those. But that does it for all of this week's news topics. Most of the crazy news was last week, leading up to the Cyber Monday, Black Friday type time frame. So most people are trying to get their releases out before that point. So we're gonna have an interesting last part of the year from here on out. Sometimes you get releases that were just late and they just couldn't sneak quite in before the holidays, specifically ones that are in that cheaper price point, where they really feel like they can, capture those sales with, the timing of the sales. And that $60 Maverick DOHA was a perfect example of that. That's a Black Friday killer. Cyber Monday, stocking stuffer level gift almost. But from here on out, I'm excited to see the ones that just didn't quite make it under the wire and what we're going to see between now and the end of the year. What do you guys think we'll see before the year ends? Anything interesting, and who from, if so? I've got a couple of bets, but we'll just see what it is. Put your comments down below. Let me know who you think will release and what, because I'm interested as well. But that's going to do it for this week's Scale News Update. As always, thanks for watching every Tuesday. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already. hit the channel membership stuff if you're interested in helping support the channel a little bit more. But Chief and I say thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.